nigga out here looking forward. I never questioned my direction, y'all been looking for it. Lost thoughts often, so I took the recording. I got my foot where the door is, think I'm sharp and swordless. We cut with pens around here, and this the anthem to all my niggas with hella written. Just put your hands up, real ones. Don't tell the business of the too many we can't trust. Don't got time to focus on who your mans was. Shit, who is he now? People be broke around you, but got plenty when the bitches round. And when the liquor out, their hands don't got a penny now. Henny spouting out your pockets so they stick around. And we ain't shoveling out shillings, moving different now. PG Pilgrim getting shifty, peeping city clouds. Little demon dipping deep into your bitch's mouth. In and out swiftly, nigga, I'm finna add the digits now. Divine thinking mixed with mind-tingling substances. This music brought some problems, but honestly been in love with it. Slick with the drums and shit, you stick to the drugs you mix. Tough and him won't do much, but bring that girl you love a stitch. Spit until I get my gums to rip. Raw when he numbs the shit. Ironic how he's only unlawful when y'all judging him. I'm not done, we're getting bigger by the frame per second. Faded for every major step I make before I meditate. I blaze some pressure. Been as razor edges, Gilettas. You better just face the exit. When in doubt, I face my reflection. Brain dead, making the steps that you could've made if you paid attention. Crazy headway was met with niggas dead. All we do is kill, like that number before 87. I don't take, I make it better. We showing grace, next mega stretches. It only takes me about 4 quarters to make it 10, bitch. Dime bags will shake you a bitch if you cop an eighth or lesser. Pounds getting filleted, you wasting seconds. Yeah. Wasting seconds. Brain dead.
Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it and entertain ya.
Gotta hell, I'm not here to entertain ya. Just walk away and face the showdown. I won't fight, I don't care about the bleeding. 'Cause my freedom's undefeated. My soul on fire, burning desire. Make no mistake, 'cause the stakes are getting higher. Gotta hell, I'm not here to entertain ya. I'm not here to entertain ya.
Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it and entertain ya.
What is up, guys? Dashing here, and live we are for episode 106 of Shockwave. We are getting things started with a big-time tag team matchup. The Jackals, represented here in this one by Oliver Croft and Jalen McClain. Raheem Sparks, it looks like, going to be joining them, set to take on Cam Harris and Blake Virtue. Of course, last week on Shockwave, the return of both Harris and Virtue facing one another in what turned out to be, expectedly, a barn burner. Virtue scooping up the win in the end, but he had very little time to celebrate said win as the Jackals storm the ring, looking to beat down Cam Harris. Virtue was not about to stand by and let that happen, though. Got back into the ring, drove off the Jackals, but, well, they're not backing down. They're here to finish what they started last week. Going to take out Harris and Virtue. 2 for the price of 1. But Harris and Virtue, knowing they're outnumbered here against the Jackals, have brought a bit of backup themselves. Saw these three chatting just earlier tonight before the show went on the air. The undisputed world heavyweight champion, Troy Colt, is here. He's going to be in the corner of Harris and Virtue for this tag team matchup. Obviously, we had that reunion of sorts last week on Shockwave between Harris, Virtue, and Troy Colt. Both Harris and Virtue giving Colt his flowers for becoming world champion, making something of himself in their absence, but, well, both also sort of not so subtly hinting that they want a shot at that undisputed world heavyweight championship. Remember the triple threat match we were all robbed of, courtesy of one Jason Spade a couple of years ago at Ascendance? Seems like maybe, just maybe, the dream ain't dead yet. But all three also made it very clear that they have one another's backs. And Colt's making good on that by being in their corner here tonight, making sure that Rakeem Sparks, or Junichi Gushikin, who's not out here, I don't know where he is, that they don't try anything here. They don't try to pull a fast one on his boys. And yes, you can all breathe a sigh of relief. It is I, your two-time commentator of the year here, calling the action. No observer bred. I know, viewership in the toilet last episode of Shockwave. Tragic. But things are getting better, okay? You got me tonight and tomorrow night for Octane. My one and only Chris Diamond going to be calling the action as Blake Virtue, alongside Cam Harris, both returning in the men's Royal Rumble match at Mob Violence. And Virtue, well, Harris as well, probably both still feeling the effects of that banger they had last week. But if they both truly want the opportunity to face Troy Colt for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, we're going to keep up his winning ways is the best bout machine. As we see Cam Harris and Oliver Croft going to get things started. Nice block of that punch attempt. Croft with a double boot stomp, though. As Croft dragging a screw. We all found out last night in Octane that the men's Royal Rumble match winner, Jacob Wells, he has chosen to face Aaron Stone for his global championship at Validation in just a couple of weeks. So that leaves Troy Colt wide open. Who will he be defending the undisputed championship against at Validation? Obviously, Cam Harris and Blake Virtue, they've currently got to be the front runners. Big knee to the side of the head there by the Sin City Savior. Well, coming up here tonight, guys, we've got a great show to look forward to. Qualifying matches continue for both the men and women. The Rite of Passage Championship matchups that will take place at Validation. We've also got ourselves the Women's World Champion. Oh, cheap shot there by Oliver Croft. But Kiko is here tonight in action one-on-one against Sleepy Joe of Till Colt Valve's Arsenal. As the tag there is made to Blake Virtue, guys. And lest we forget about our main event, the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Rematch between Pink Star and Tobias Jones. My body is ready. Oh, another cheap shot by Croft. Oh, it looked like I might have really hurt Blake Virtue, but going to try to keep himself focused here. Irish whip into the corner. Far from the first time that Cam Harris and Blake Virtue have teamed with one another. Of course, came up together alongside Troy Colt. Trained with each other Cam Harris and Troy Colt for a time were tag team, competing for the World Tag Team titles. The first ever attack on Australia. Big old belly-to-belly overhead by Virtue. As he makes the tag down to Harris. Looks like Jalen McClain also wanting a tag to Oliver Croft, and there it is. Oh, but Rakeem Sparks calling the attention of Harris from ringside, and that allows Croft to nail Harris with a gorgeous brainbuster. Follows that up with a stomp. And why not another by the very technically proficient Oliver Croft of the Jackals. Up to the top rope he goes, but thinks twice as he goes for Blake Virtue instead. Jalen McClain going to take care of Cam Harris at ringside. Now Croft to the top. No, again rethinks the strategy. Leaving the high flying to Jalen McClain. Probably the best idea. Speaking of, Cam Harris going to soar through the air with that springboard forearm smash. Former global champion stalking Oliver Croft. Knee to the face. Follows up with a discus clothesline. And also a former global champion, Blake Virtue, back up on the apron as the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, Troy Colt, continues to watch their backs here. Our opening matchup, Shockwave episode 106, and a tag right there made to Blake Virtue. An assisted shot to the gut as Virtue caught with an elbow to the side of the head. Look, at Blake Virtue were smart. He would have let Cam Harris be torn apart by the Jackals last week. I'm just keeping it real here. Get him out of the way, and then Virtue, I think, will be a sure shot to get the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship match at validation against Troy Colt. But no, Virtue, he had to back up his boy. He had to do the right thing. Saved Cam Harris from potentially being taken right back out of CMV. Up to the top rope goes Oliver Croft. Double boot stomp to the gut of the Best Bout Machine out into the pin, but Harris is going to make the save. By the way, that top turnbuckle has been exposed by Rakeem Sparks, in case you missed it, there in the corner of the Jackals, but, well, it might not matter. Oliver Croft looking to end this one right here. Big running knee to the chest of Virtue, as now he gets dragged out of the corner. Hook of the leg, 1, 2, but a kick out. Barely by Blake Virtue, and the referee has seen the exposed turnbuckle, now fixing it as Virtue tries to rally a comeback here. The fans are certainly on their feet behind him. Oliver Croft trying to roll out of the ring. Virtue not letting it happen. Beating the hell out of him with these clobbering blows as he tries to get him into the corner. Counter though by Croft. What a dropkick. Damn near took Blake Virtue's face off. The tag now made to Jalen McClain. Jalen McClain, the speedster of the Jackals. This kid, as fast as they come, might even rival someone like Blake Virtue. Cam Harris. There's the tag. Look at this teamwork, man. Blake and Missing offense. Unbelievable. These two know each other so well. Not too sure what happened there, but crescendos with a double boot stomp to the back. And now some rapid fire kicks to the face by the Sin City Savior, who drops into the pin. 1. Only a 1 count, though. The Jackals, obviously, looking to rain on the parade, if you will, of Cam Harris and Blake Virtue returning here to CMV. We know the whole thing about the Jackals is they want to destroy the old guard, usher in some new blood. And obviously, Harris and Virtue returning. 2 veterans. They're not happy about it. Jalen McClain with that suplex cutter into the pin. Referee momentarily distracted. That might have cost McClain. The ref was fixing that top turnbuckle again. McClain's upset. He's got to stay focused here, though, against the former world champion. Punch to the gut as Harris goes for the ropes again. Another forearm smash. Not looking to waste any time. Harris stalking McClain here. What's he looking for? Nothing good for this young man, Jalen McClain. 330 slam. Troy Colt's going to like seeing that from ringside. A little bit of love. Honorary maneuver right there by Cam Harris, who now floats on top of McClain. Popping him with those open palm strikes. We know what time it is, baby. Time to hit the slots. Jackpot, no. Jalen McClain counters. Big right hand. Oh, wait a minute, guys. Look at this. Rakeem Sparks and Troy Colt starting to get into it at ringside. This is why Troy Colt's here, to make sure there's no shenanigans. But wait a minute. Before they can fully get into it, the ref is ejecting Raheem Sparks. But not just him. Troy Colt's out of here too. Troy Colt's being sent to the locker room. Old Colt did his job. He neutralized the ringside threat of Raheem Sparks. Both of them sent to the back. And this tag team matchup now going to resume uninterrupted. As Blake Virtue gets tagged in. Maybe looking to go to the top here, taking his time. No rush whatsoever. Virtue. Locked and loaded. That's quite a distance, though. Yeah, I thought Virtue, he ain't got the hops like that. Meteora. And quickly into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, nearly enough, but nearly ain't good enough. Kick out by McLean as Virtue with a stomp to the face. Gonna take a step back, line up his shot. Looks for that knee to the side of the head. McLean, though, luring him in. Nicely done. But does get caught with this fisherman's driver by the Best Bout Machine. And a tag to Cam Harris. Harris. Maybe going to look to go for that jackpot again. Perhaps this time he'll be a bit luckier. Drag McLean into the corner, just busted him open, slamming his face off that top turnbuckle. That might have woke McLean up, though. Nice reversal of the scoop slam into a reverse DDT as McLean tries for an Irish whip, countered by Harris. Trying for the scoop slam again, once more. Jalen McLean able to reverse it. Another reverse DDT. McLean, I think, should make the tag to Oliver Croft while he's there, but not going to do that. Instead, nice shot of Blake Virtue's ass right here. What a view, man. I could look at it all day long. But I digress. Side of headlock, and now it's Jalen McLean who looks to hone in here. There's that tag to Oliver Croft. Cam Harris standing his ground, running forearm smash by Croft. Harris is hurt. He wants to make the tag, but Croft stops him. Goes for a pin kick out, though. And a shining wizard from Oliver Croft. Knee directly to the face of Cam Harris. Virtue makes the save before even a 1 count. Team Sparks and Troy Colt sent to the back. Croft gonna take out Blake Virtue. Isolating Cam Harris here. No Virtue to help him. No Troy Colt. Harris trying to stand at his own 2 feet. Drop down. Pops him up for a kick to the gut. One to the back of the head, too. Spins him around. 330 slam. No, a standing sea fire by the Sin City Savior, who quickly hooks the leg for the pin. McLean's going to be right there, though, to break that up. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Virtue back up on the apron. Harris sees this, makes the tag. Croft just getting back to his feet as Virtue. Irish whip sends him off the ropes. On the rebound, drop down by Virtue. And there's the leapfrog. Stiff forearm smash. Croft wants to get the hell out of here. Virtue, though, tries to stop him. No luck. Arm wrench by Croft. And now hastily lifts up. Virtue looks to get him into the corner. No, off the ropes instead. Drop down by Croft. Leapfrog. Tries for the knee trembler, but a knee from Virtue. Whatever he tried to follow up with. Oliver Croft. Great combination into a knee bar. A knee bar applied here by Oliver Croft. But Blake Virtue is able to escape relatively quickly. Gets back to see, but he's limping. Those two said, oh, double knee face breaker out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. 2.999. Blake Virtue thought he had it for sure right there. He's going to make the tag to Cam Harris, see if he can finish this off. Croft getting to his feet. He's groggy, though. He ain't looking too hot right about now. Forearm smash off the ropes. The Sin City Savior. Bad move, allowing Croft to make that tag. Croft was hurt. McLean's not doing much better, granted. Knee to the back of the head. McLean already bleeding. As Harris tries for an Irish whip, but no. Reverse going to send Harris into the corner here. McLean not afraid. Watch out, Virtue knocks him off the apron, and a reverse DDT down onto the knee. Picks him up. Harris trying to be the quicker here. Kick to the gut now before hoisting him up. Gives him the old snake eyes in the corner. And a moonsault, but no. Moves out of the way at the very last second as Jalen McClain gives himself a big opening here as he sends Harris into the corner. Elbow to the side of the head. Harris ain't dead yet. Oh, but caught with a DDT. And now Harris is bleeding too. Tag to Oliver Croft, but Harris very wisely rolling to the outside. That's going to make Blake Virtue a target. Croft going after him. Virtue able to get up the knee. Croft not giving up that easily though. Harris back into the ring. Oliver Croft with a gut check. Doesn't stop there though. Says what's up to McClain. Delivering a kick to the side of the head. Harris looks like he doesn't know where he is right now. And another knee to the already bleeding Cam Harris to the top rope. Looking for that double boot stomp to the gut again. Blake Virtue got one now. It's Harris's turn. But does not give in. Oliver Croft looking for the cherry on top. That running knee out of the corner. Hooks the leg. It's over. 1, 2. No, Virtue. Again, makes the save, but Croft now with a tag to McClain. Things are not looking good for the Sin City Savior right now. He needs to make a tag to Virtue in a very bad way. I don't know if he's going to be able to, though. McClain keeping him down with that forearm smash. Single leg takedown. Out wrestling Cam Harris right now as Jalen McClain wants to make that tag again, but no, McClain doing an expert job of stopping him and tags Croft back in. Great teamwork by the Jackals right now, tagging each other in and out, keeping themselves as fresh as they can late into this tag team matchup. As we see Croft starts to hammer away at the knees of Harris, looking to stop him from taking to the ropes any further. Yeah, that left knee of Cam Harris getting turned to hamburger meat right now by Oliver Croft. Tries for a stop. Squashed in the corner. Everything Harris tries, man, just gets shut down, but he ain't giving in. Irish whip off the ropes. Drop down. Big European uppercut, I think that was. Stiffed Oliver Croft. Oh, but McClain with a shot to help out his tag team partner there. Harris, just as he was getting going, backstabber from Croft into the pin. Did that do it? 1, 2. No, it will not. Cam Harris somehow managing to keep his head above the water, and now he's got his chance here. The tag made to Blake Virtue at last. Virtue coming in like a house of fire. Croft caught with a wheelbarrow. A sit-out face buster there. And now some rapid fire stomps between the shoulder blades. Croft gonna try to get out of harm's way here, but there's no escaping. Blake Virtue tells him to suck it and goes for McClain. A little switcheroo right there. And now goes to collect Croft at ringside. Ooh, that elbow right to the face, man. Doesn't get very much more straightforward than that. Virtue. Backbreaker, spins him around for a clothesline, rolls through. Virtue like a madman right now as he sends Croft back into the ring. Up to the top rope. And an elbow to the heart of Oliver Croft. For the win, he's got it. But McClain back up and into the ring just in time to make sure that this matchup does not end just yet. But unfortunately for Oliver Croft, Blake Virtue isn't finished with him. Trying to take him for a walk. Croft comes back to light with some elbows to the midsection. Can he get Virtue into the corner? What's this? Woo! Lifting reverse DDT. And now it's Virtue who tries to give himself a couple of seconds to catch his breath. Cam Harris going to keep Croft preoccupied. Gives him the hot shot there. The time Virtue needs to recover and get back into the ring. Whoa! Big springboard drop kick. Gorgeously executed. And now an Irish whip's got him in the corner. Elbow though from Croft. Brainbuster. Croft going to make the tag to McLean, and he does. Virtue's not backing down though. Nice dodge of the kick. Reflexes of Blake Virtue on point in this matchup. Croft, no! Giving Virtue the rope burn across his face, and McLean takes advantage. Like I said, great teamwork in this match by the Jackals. Croft now tagged back in. Starting to take control once again are the Jackals in this matchup. Irish whip and Virtue. Counters, jumping knee from the former world champion. There ain't no party like a knee party when it comes to Blake Virtue, because the knee party does not stop. Irish whip reverse though. There's another knee. Throws Croft out of the corner. A knee to the back of the head. Did not get all of it though. And that mistake might cost Blake Virtue. Oliver Croft, knee trembler. Into the pin. 1. Cam Harris breaking up the pin, but Oliver Croft pays him no mind, tags Jalen McLean back in. Irish whip. Off the ropes he goes. Grabs a hold of the arm. Big forearm from Virtue. European uppercut, kicks out the knee. DDT! Goes for the pin. Virtue. 1, 2, but a kick out. Blake Virtue attempting to put the team on his back right now. Knows that Cam Harris is hurting. Counters out of the corner is Jalen McLean. Ain't quick enough. No, double knee face breaker. Blake Virtue's got that need to win, but Oliver Croft has that need to not lose. Breaks up the pin. Look, Virtue just ignores him. Right back to work. Throws him into the corner. Tag to Cam Harris. Some more magic here between these two. Drop toe hold. Double boot stomp to the back. Virtue off the ropes. Knee to the side of the head. McLean says, get me the fuck out of here. Understandable. Harris gonna charge him, but McLean gets up the knee. And now a springboard drop kick from McLean. Harris quickly to the outside, but right back in. T-bone. T-bone suplex from Jalen McLean. As the tag is made to Oliver Croft. Harris finding it harder and harder to get to his feet. Discus forearm smash. Croft rolls out of the way. Spins him around. Trying for that shining wizard again. Harris looks to go to the ropes though. Stops. Irish whip now off the ropes. What an arm drag, man. Just launched Harris like a lawn dart. Broken up as the pin by Blake Virtue. McLean tags back in. Tag made to Blake Virtue. McLean going right after the Best Mount Machine. Knee! That bicycle knee. Catching McLean right on the jaw. But McLean gonna shake it off. And the royal flush. Rest in peace, George King. Nice call by the ref though. Virtue's hand was very clearly underneath the bottom rope. Tagged in is Croft. Looks like he's going to go right for Cam Harris. Blake Virtue, the legal man. Down on the outside right now, but not for long. Harris with a forearm smash. Back into the ring now. Cheap shot from Harris. Leaves the door open for Virtue. Cross-legged fisherman's brainbuster. Ain't no stopping now, though. Dragging him ever so slowly into the corner. Virtue scoops him up. Plants him. For what? What's Virtue looking for? Into the corner, sends him again. Another scoop slam. This time Croft is wise to it, though. Back suplex. Tag made to Cam Harris as Croft flips them off. I don't know that that's going to do it. I thought he was going for a low blow right there. I was like, wait a goddamn minute, right in front of the ref? Cam Harris now down on the outside. Remember, he's the legal man now. Croft fixated on Virtue, though. Wait. I keep thinking he's going for low blows. Like we're setting him up for the kick down south. Well, Virtue now sleeping on his feet as Oliver Croft goes for that Greco-Roman throat hold. Virtue gonna wake up. Croft tossing him to the outside. Don't know that Virtue's gonna be a factor any longer. Croft gonna try for a quick pin. 1, 2, but a kick out. What a way to kick off this episode of Shockwave, my friends. Hell of a tag team matchup. Croft thinking up a game plan. Gets back into the ring. Off the ropes he goes for a penalty kick. And right there to make the tag to Jalen McClain. McClain with blood pouring down his face. Harris not looking very much prettier. Kick to the gut. Spins around. Looking for another standing seat by Jalen McClain's quicker time to make a house call. Into the pin. 1, 2. Unreal kick out from Cam Harris. Look at McClain says, fuck this dude. Tags in Croft. Croft thinking about going after Virtue. Decides to stay focused on the legal man, though. That split second might cost him. Peekaboo! Super kick through the legs. Springboard moonsault. Harris coming back to life here. Tells the crowd to hush up. Look at that swinging neck breaker. To the outside goes Croft. That gives Harris his chance to tag in Blake Virtue and the best bout machine. Gonna give some loving back to the Jackals here. McClain's waiting for him. Virtue not giving up though. Croft back into the ring. Shining Wizard. Gotta be over. 1, 2, 3. The Jackals secure an undoubtedly massive victory here tonight on Shockwave. Oliver Croft just pinned a former world champion. Troy Colt did what he could to neutralize the outside interference. But the Jackals just on a different level tonight. Harris and Virtue not able to keep up with these young guns. And coming up next, guys, qualifying matchup for the Women's Rite of Passage Championship match at Validation. Indeed, if you missed it, it was announced. The women will be getting their very own Rite of Passage Championship, and the first ever champion will be crowned in just a couple weeks at Validation, live from Los Angeles, California, in a 6-pack challenge. Last night, Ileana Summers, the first to qualify. We'll find out who's going to be joining her as Ashley Riot, Suplex, and Hannah Bennett set to clash here for one of those gold medallions. Ashley Riot, who has had an interesting few months, ever since Ascendance 12 and her career highlight victory over Ashley Rain. Riley's been picking up more wins than losses, but whenever she gets close to the top of that mountain, stumbles. Made it to the finals, of course, of the Women's Gold Rush Tournament at Attack in Australia, but came up short against Hannah Bennett. Hannah Bennett, who's still, of course, fuming that she won that tournament, but didn't get her one-on-one matchup for the Women's World Championship. It got turned into, of course, the Royal Rumble at Mob Violence, which Hannah Bennett was a part of. Obviously got eliminated. Now Bennett gonna have to earn her opportunity all over again. And the X factor here of the undisputed elite suplex. This absolute tank of a woman. Gotta be pound for pound the strongest woman that we have in this division currently in CMV. Probably stronger than a vast majority of the men as well. And throughout the night, we'll see the men competing some gold medallions as well. Amar Ray Rivers and Marty Michaels one-on-one. Ahmed and Josh Wolf also rematch from Attack in Australia for a rite of passage gold medallion. Not to mention our main event still to come. Pink Star and Tobias Jones for the Intercontinental Championship. And last but not least, a very and understandably pissed off Hannah Bennett. Again, not only because she ran through that entire Women's Gold Rush tournament, won at Attack in Australia, beating Ashley Riot to earn what she thought was going to be a one-on-one championship opportunity at Mob Violence, got turned into a, well, Royal Rumble matchup. Not to mention the loss to Ashley Rain a couple weeks ago inside of a steel cage. Bennett, not the best that we've seen her since arriving here in CMV, with a chance to maybe turn things around here by earning herself one of those gold medallions. So here we go, triple threat matchup. Of course, no countouts, no disqualifications. First woman to get the pin or submission in the ring heads to validation. Chance to become the very first ever women's rite of passage champion. Referee rings the bell in time to get it on. Suplex just going to chill back. Let Riot and Hannah Bennett pick up where they left off back at Attack in Australia. Great matchup between the two. Very closely contested, with Bennett coming up the victor in the end. Snap vertical suplex. Ashley Riot caught with a kick to the gut. And a fisherman's driver. That would be a suplex of the undisputed elite. Repping here, looking to get them in that six-pack challenge at Validation. Former women's tag team champs. They want that singles gold, obviously, but they've been trying to get the Rising Star Championship from Danielle Davis over the last few weeks. Not much luck. Tori Doyle and Ashley McKay coming up short. Remember what the Rite of Passage Championship represents, guys. The person who holds it can cash in anytime they want for a shot at the Women's World Championship. Of course, the caveat being the more they wait to cash in their opportunity, the more they must defend it. You want to wait for that perfect opportunity when you feel you're at your best. At the same time, you wait too long, you might end up costing yourself the chance. And Ashley Riot, unsurprisingly, the first to grab a weapon. The Deathmatch Princess with a kendo stick brought in, but doesn't get a chance to use it. Knocked out of her hands. From behind, German suplex to Hannah Bennett. Suplex with a kick to the midsection of Riot. Tries to come up from behind this Bennett, but falls short as elbows to the gut. Oh, the suplex. Hannah Bennett just really can't seem to shake Ashley Riot. Of course, they fought back at Battle Stars 10 with Ashley Riot picking up the win thanks to Ashley Rain. Bennett got the win back in Attack in Australia. We need that rubber match eventually. Maybe one of them can secure the win here. But of course, suplex not to be forgotten. Irish whip off the ropes. Tries for the Psycho knee. Nice block of the kick right there. Clothesline by Riot turns Hannah Bennett inside out and a shot. But to the ankle there, suplex. All tied up in the ropes. Bennett with a reversal of the Irish whip. Tries to come up from behind to suplex with a chop block. Bennett must have eyes in the back of her head, though, to see that coming. Forces suplex to kiss the canvas. Now from behind Riot, though. Elbows to the gut by Bennett. Suplex with a 21. Just ignoring Ashley Riot. And Riot's going to make sure she doesn't ignore her anymore. Using that kendo stick to light Plex up. Now going back and forth, Plex and Bennett both getting a taste of this kendo stick. Riot, she ain't going to stop until that thing shatters. Plex going to make her drop it. And now Plex, maybe looking for the Jill Hammer. But Ashley Riot drops down behind. Irish whip sends her right into Hannah Bennett. Double arm salt, some real power on display right there by Ashley Riot. As now a Fujiwara armbar. Fujiwara armbar locked in by Hannah Bennett. Ashley Riot could be in big trouble but rolls through. A little bit of a twist. Suplex picking herself up in the corner. Get herself the chance to recover. As Hannah with a DDT. Where's Plex going? Oh, she's going to go dig it out of the ring now. Finds herself a steel chair. This does not end well for Bennett to the back of the head. Bennett, I have to imagine a pure instinct alone. Oh, but now, oh, wait, are they going to work together? Oh, I thought they might try to work together for a moment there. Right, going to spin Plex around. Plex just, goddamn, keeping both women at bay. Full Nelson turned into a reverse STO there. Innovative offense by Hannah Bennett. Oh, but blindsided. Looking for the pile driver. But Bennett. Reversal with some shots to the top of the head. Now suplex. Listen up the Deathmatch Princess. Gives her a taste of the ropes. Oh, I thought she was going for that Psycho. Well, a knee. Not the knee I thought she was going for, but a knee nonetheless. Tries for the pin, but a 1 count only. Riot going to throw her into the corner. Takes a step back. Cut off, though, by suplex. Dragged over to the ropes. Too long, though. Riot able to save herself as Bennett comes running in. Irish whip sends right up, though. There's the Psycho knee attempt, but it's reversed. Kick to the chest. Doesn't do a whole lot to suplex. As a double underhook. Suplex, not one. 2 of them. As a matter of fact, 3 of them. Kick across the chest again. Plex just shrugs it off. And now, the elevator from suplex. And maybe one for Ashley Riot, too. No, wait a minute. It's the Jill Hammer. The Jill Hammer. It's over. 1, 2. Ashley Riot surviving. Oh, and the Psycho knee out of nowhere. Bennett with the steal. 1, 2. What a kick out by Plex. What a match. For one of those rite of passage gold medallions. Tries for a leg lariat. Bennett bomb. Bennett bomb. Bennett bomb. Plex going to be there to break it up, though, just before the count of 2. Great combination by Plex. Who's going for that steel chair, I think. Yes, sir. Oh, Ashley Riot gets a taste. And now it's Bennett's turn. Another shot over the head. That might be it. Bennett's down. Is she out? 1, 2. Stays alive here. But Plex is on her. Quite literally. Full out right hands by this big old tank of a woman. Look at the steel chair all warped. Oh boy, looking for a German suplex. Hannah Bennett able to roll through though. Escapes through the legs of suplex. Face buster there. Riot is just getting back to her feet at ringside. And suplex starts to try and target the legs here. Hannah Bennett trying to go off the legs of suplex. Riot back in the ring now. Catches Hannah Bennett unaware with a Black Widow, but Plex back in to make the save. As Bennett now taking for a ride. The Queen's suplex. Ooh, right onto that bat as well. I don't know if that would necessarily hurt super bad, but that ain't gonna tickle. Looks like Bennett was favoring her lower back there. That's never a good sign. Ooh, Riot just gets dropped on top of her head as Plex tries to go back to work here on Bennett. Spinning back elbow by Bennett. And a face buster to Riot. Riot tries to scramble to get to her feet right away. Back elbow of her own. Showing Bennett how it's done. Bennett bomb! Bennett bomb again! Suplex down on the outside! 1, 2, 3, and Hannah Bennett earns herself a gold medallion, as well as a ticket to Validation. What a matchup, but it's going to be Hannah Bennett joining Ileana Summers in that six-pack challenge to crown the very first ever women's Rite of Passage champion. Things may be finally looking up for Hannah Bennett after what's been a rough few weeks. And up next, my friends, a very interesting one-on-one matchup here. I got a feeling, though, this could be a little bit of a banger. Surasi of Tailcoat Val's Arsenal set to meet Teddy Shaw of Old School. One-on-one, and guys, still to come here tonight. We've got that big old trios match, the Killjoy Club, taking on Celestia and the Women's Tag Team Champions, Alice Blake and Sarah Miller. Some more Rite of Passage gold medallions up for grabs, too. We know Amara Ray Rivers will beat Marty Michaels. Ahmed will face Josh Wolf. And our main event for the Intercontinental Championship, the rematch between Pink Star and Tobias Jones. Of course, Sarasi ringside for that matchup between Doug Thompson and Xander Slate last week on Shockwave, which Thompson scooping himself up a big win over the OG Dirty Heel, but it's what happened after the matchup that had everybody talking. Ellie Quinn with an incredible show of strength, hoisting Slate up onto her shoulders and delivering that GTS of hers. Well and truly putting Slate to sleep in the middle of the ring after Slate was going to choke out Shay Hoxton. Old School, meanwhile, aligning themselves with Pat LaFay. Look, we talked about it. This war is only getting worse and worse. Lines are being drawn, and everyone is being forced to pick a side. Old School, unlike Teddy Shaw's sister Maggie, they've decided to join up with Pat LaFave. Of course, Maggie Shaw aligning herself with Tailcoat Val and the Arsenal. Picking up a win against Hoxton's Goons. The Lords of Fortune did Old School last week here on Shockwave. Now Teddy Shaw up against Sarasi here tonight. Old School, no pun intended, battle of speed and agility. Sarasi against the sheer power of Teddy Shaw. Dragged over to the ropes. Teddy Shaw is quite accomplished as a singles competitor. He holds a victory over the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews. He also won that Sunshine State Battle Royal back after the storm. Irish whip by Sarasi. They're going to throw Teddy Shaw off the ropes. Nice calf kick by the boy who could fly on the rebound. Pulled back. Countered though by Shaw with a kick to the midsection. Now Shaw going to try to take him for a little bit of a stroll, but Sarasi is not interested. Elbows to the gut. Kick to the gut by Shaw. Very back and forth here between these two early on. Cheeky jab and counter by Sarasi. Gets himself out of the corner. Man, this is vintage Sarasi here. The knee to the gut, followed up by that leg drop to the back of the head. Ooh, but Teddy Shaw just eats it. This is a man who eats nails for breakfast. Tough old Texas boy, Teddy Shaw. He starts to hammer off on Sarasi. Nasty blows to the top of the head. A second generation superstar. Shoved back Sarasi. Nicely done. Gets himself back to his feet. Can't anything quick enough though, as he looks to take Teddy Shaw over to the ropes. And does so. Setting him up for what? Kick to the gut? What the? That was like an inverted tiger feint kick into a modified Tarantula? I have no idea what that was. Only Sarasi, man. Teddy Shaw didn't like it. At least that much we know for sure. Ooh, but arm wrench there by Sarasi. He now goes after the arm. Hey, you take out the arm of Teddy Shaw, you take away his greatest weapon. He ain't gonna be able to throw out them punches of his. There's one to the gut right there. Sarasi, though, with a kick delivered to the midsection. Irish whip now off the ropes goes Shaw. Dropped down by Sarasi. Tries to go low. Misses. Elbow to the jaw by Teddy Shaw, who now looks for the Shawshank Redemption. Into the pin. 1, 2, but a kick out. Sarasi going to drag himself into the corner here. Teddy Shaw's on him, though, like peanut butter on jelly. Sarasi, nicely done. That's what I'm talking about, the speed and agility of Sarasi. Single leg takedown, wanting to ground the bigger competitor. And there's that running knee. Vintage Sarasi. Teddy Shaw blasted. And Sarasi looks to take advantage with ataxia. 1, 2, 2.999. Sarasi not happy about it. Thought he had it faux show right there, but a kick out. Oh, now in the corner. Great reversal by Teddy. Getting up them knees. Ooh, threatening a punch. Not going to do him much good, though. My God, Teddy Shaw a lot more agile than I thought. He's proven it in this matchup. Kick to the midsection. Sarasi's got him down here. Teddy Shaw, though, able to grab the kick. Trips him up, forcing him to kiss the canvas right there. And an elbow to the back of the head to follow through. Tries for a stomp. Sarasi to his feet. Ref almost got caught in the crossfire. Irish whip, but reversing now off the ropes. Dropped down by Sarasi. And a big kick, you might say, Cole Savage style right there. Teddy Shaw looking for a breather. Cheeky little jab. Knife edge chop. Big old punch. Back elbow. And all over again. A slap. And now he's got him with a little bit of a noogie. A knuckle sandwich. And I think Sarasi might have been busted open off of that one. Kick to the side of the head. Teddy Shaw gonna hop back into the ring, save himself. Ooh, and hits the whoa. That's when you know someone means business for real. It seems like Shaw might be happy to take a count-out win here. He might get it. Sarasi looks hurt. Finally gets to his feet at the count of 8, back into the ring. Shaw's waiting for him. Up onto the shoulders with Sarasi. With some elbows to the side of the head. Gets himself free. Now an Irish whip pulled back though into a knee. Sucks the air right out of Teddy Shaw. Sarasi again. Gonna pull on the arm. Trying to stop Teddy Shaw potentially popping off with one of those big right hooks of his. To his feet, Sarasi. Alabama Slamma sit-out style. Brings him right back up. But a kick is waiting for him. And Teddy Shaw looking for a pile driver. Sarasi says, Punches to the top of the head. There's another knee. Right between the eyes. Count to 100. 1, 2. Teddy Shaw with a jaw made of pure steel. Sarasi, though, keeping on him. Modified suplex by the boy who can fly, who looks to go to the top rope, I think. No, a springboard elbow, but Shaw gets out of the way. Elbow to the top of the head. And a forearm. Teddy Shaw with a second win here in this matchup against Sarasi. Off the ropes he's sent, dropped down by Sarasi. Another ice cold kick. Sarasi, can he act quick enough? Yes, another dose of ataxia. And that's gotta do it. 1, 2, 3. Sarasi picking up the, but it's Doug Thompson, the Zero-G champion. Shay Hoxton's left-hand man, cleaning house. Taking out Teddy Shaw and Sarasi. Doug Thompson, the real winner here tonight, it seems. And coming up next, my friends, it's time for this matchup here between Marty Michaels and Amare Rivers. But it looks like we have ourselves a ringside guest that neither man was expecting. Jay Young, parking a seat at ringside, wants to watch this one up close and personal, apparently. This matchup, of course, for a Rite of Passage gold medallion, to see who gains entry into the ladder match at Validation with a chance to become Rite of Passage champion. Marty Michaels, who did pick up a win last week on Shockwave over Jay Young. Phenomenal matchup between the two, which after the matchup was quite uncharacteristic of Marty Michaels. Shook Jay Young's hand. Showed great respect. And apparently maybe Jay Young going to pay him back. You know, maybe they're going to watch his back here. We know, of course, from Amare Rivers of the Arsenal. You never know when one of Tailcoat Gal, she is a gal, real gal power. Tailcoat Val's puppets might make an appearance. I'm not sure. Maybe Jay Young just wants to keep a close eye on the competition. He has himself a qualifying matchup next episode of Shockwave for one of those Rite of Passage gold medallions. So perhaps he just wants to see which one of these guys he might be meeting at Validation. But of course, guys, as this matchup continues, let's take a quick look at what happened to Mr. Rivers just last night. You can see here, obviously not the greatest quality in the world, grainy security footage showing Amare Rivers being attacked by a mystery assailant. And even if the security footage wasn't the best, this mystery man masked, so Not too sure who he is at all. I mean, one would have to imagine taking an educated guess. Attacking Amari Rivers, more than likely dispatched by either Shay Hoxton and Ellie Quinn or Pat LaFave, but CMV officials are urging anyone who might have any sort of information who that man could be that attacked Amari Rivers to please report the information that they have. Obviously, Amari Rivers is okay. He was checked out at the local hospital, and he was cleared to compete here tonight still. No serious injuries, but well, might give Marty Michaels just that sliver of an edge that he needs here against the king of the ring. This fight now spills to ringside, count of 4 as Marty Michaels stomps away at the hand of Amari Rivers. Gonna hop back into the ring. Michaels perhaps. Premature celebration. Looking to take this one by count out. Keep himself fresh heading into validation. But Rivers ain't about to be punked out like that. He was already punked out last night. He doesn't need to be double punked out. Into the corner, countered by the king of the ring. As Jay Young continues to surveil the matchup from ringside. Rivers got a hold of Marty's arm now. Fixing to tear it right off. Uh-oh, and it's buckle bomb time. Oh, man, every time, man, I cringe. Such a devastating move. 1, 2, but a kick out. Rivers, of course, losing his shot against Troy Colt. Standing 450 splash. Vintage Rivers. This one could be over right here. 1, 2, 3. 2.999, no trace for Mr. Rivers, who goes up to Brett's rope now. Very uninspired swanton attempt. Oh, and Jay Young exposed that turnbuckle, and Marty Michaels taking advantage. Wait a minute. Big splash out of the corner. 1, 2, but a kick out. Rivers, though, ain't out of the woods yet. Marty's on him. Hostile makeover. Uno, dos, but no trace. Rivers with a hard head. That's well documented, literally and figuratively. But the question is, did Marty Michaels see Jay Young expose that top turnbuckle, go to use it? Or was it just a coincidence? Was Young trying to help Marty Michaels there, or maybe Amari Rivers, or maybe neither? Well, now the ref has seen the exposed turnbuckle going to fix it. I don't know where Marty Michaels is going. Just pacing back and forth at ringside. Again, this for a rite of passage gold medallion. The winner joins that ladder match at Validation to crown a new rite of passage champion. Rivers now feeling hot right now. Marty keeping on him like a monkey on a cupcake. Trying to choke him out. Careful not to get disqualified here. Michaels looking for a second rendition of the hostile makeover. And no one kicks out of it twice except Troy Colt. What? Marty Michaels, jaw dropped, eyes wide. Amari Rivers, wait a minute, into the accordion. Very rare to see from Rivers, but what a reversal by the Hot Mess Express. Counter of the kick into a reverse DDT. Referee fixing that top turnbuckle again. I think Jay Young might have removed it a second time. Plethora of elbows across the chest as now Michaels goes to the corner. Wait a minute! Looking for the knee trembler, but no! Rivers counters, yeets him overhead. What a match here! Lights him up like the 4th of July. Kick to the gut gets Michaels out of trouble there in the corner. To his feet. The Irish whip sends him off the ropes. Woo! Tilt-a-whirl into a leg drop, man. Everything Marty Michaels does with style. Into the pin. 1, 2. What does Marty have to do to keep Rivers down here, though, man? Just going through his mind right now. What's it going to take? Brings him to his feet. Hostile makeover. Numero 3. No! Reversed into a DDT. Rolls through those Michaels. To the top. Clear the area. Elbow, no. Rivers, big boot. Michaels tries to get to his feet with haste. Amar right though on top of him. Like white on rice. Kick to the top of the head. Marty gets to his feet. Turns around. Oh, Russian leg sweep. Woo! Into an abdominal stretch. Rivers is caught and has no choice but to tap out. Marty Michaels is heading to validation. Joins that ladder match to crown a new Rite of Passage champion. What a matchup. Marty not leaving without some scars, but what about Jay Young? Certainly giving Marty Michaels a helping hand throughout this matchup. Now it's Jay Young's turn to see if he can qualify. Has his matchup next episode of Shockwave for one of those Rite of Passage gold medallions. And we just saw Marty Michaels earn himself a gold medallion. Who else will be leaving here tonight with a ticket to validation to be a part of that ladder match to crown a new Rite of Passage champion? We're about to find out right here, guys. Big time rematch from Attack on Australia as my main man, the man who should be undisputable the heavyweight champion, but I digress. The Egyptian destroyer Ahmed, who of course defeated his opponent here tonight, Josh Wolf, back at Attack in Australia to earn his shot at Troy Colt at Mob Violence. And unfortunately for all of us, came up short against Mr. No Days Off. But not giving up is Ahmed, straight back to work, looking to earn himself another opportunity. Just sad that I can't be in his corner like I was during the Underground when he dismantled Big Quan. Being in the presence of Ahmed, always awe-inspiring. Marty Michaels, Fidel De La Rosa, and Kai Thatcher, those who have qualified so far for the ladder match at Validation to crown a new Rite of Passage champion. We know, of course, that tomorrow night on Octane, Jeremy Barmore and Adam Valentine face off for a gold medallion. And next episode of Shockwave, it's going to be Max Cutter and Jay Young for the final gold medallion. But it doesn't matter. You know why? Because Ahmed is going to win this matchup here tonight And it doesn't matter who is in the ring with the validation, he's going to be the one to climb that ladder. He's going to be the one to unhook that Rite of Passage championship, and he is going to be the one to cash it in and become undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. No bias. But it was a great matchup between these two back in attack in Australia, with Ahmed coming out victorious. Josh Wolf, though, gave him a run for his money. Ahmed hoping for a repeat here. Josh Wolf looking to prove perhaps that Ahmed just got lucky down under. With Peligro busy pestering Tailcoat Val and her puppets, Josh Wolf left to look out for himself. And he wants World Championship gold back around his waist. Made it to the finals of the Men's Gold Rush Tournament, came up short. Obviously eliminated in the Men's Royal Rumble match. But Wolf is nothing if not persevering. So here we go, Ahmed, Josh Wolf for a Rite of Passage Championship gold medallion. The referee rings the bell, and Ahmed with a hot start, stiff forearm smash. Wolf gonna throw him down. Still to come here tonight, my friends, on Shockwave episode 106, trios action, as the Killjoy Club will take on Celestia and the women's tag team champions Alice Blake and Sarah Miller. We also still have a debut coming up a little bit later on. Brody Anderson arrives here on Shockwave. And of course, guys, our main event, one you cannot miss. The Intercontinental Championship on the line as Pink Star challenges Tobias Jones. Josh Wolf forced to retreat really early on here in this matchup. Not a good sign of what's to come, if you ask me. Pele kick to the bicep. Wolf gonna try to run him down. Nice reversal though by Ahmed. Clobbering blow to the back of the head. Fact of the matter is, Ahmed just has so many ways to defeat an opponent. He's got that power bomb. He's got that pile driver. He's got the camel clutch. He's got the rear naked choke. He's got the bully choke. All of these maneuvers he's used to defeat opponents in the past. You just never know what to expect from the Egyptian Destroyer, and that's what makes him so dangerous. Wolf, though, gonna reel him in for a DDT right here. Into the pin. Imagine if he got so lucky. Only a one count, though. Josh Wolf, he's been to the top of that mountain numerous times, a former world champion. It's been many years, though. Wolf wants to know what it feels like once again, maybe one last time here in CMV, before he hangs up them boots for good one day. But he's standing in the way of the Egyptian Destroyer here tonight. Just unfortunate that Wolf's path to the top of the mountain goes through Ahmed, because it is Ahmed's time here in CMV. Spinning back fist, but Wolf might beg to differ. The cranium cracker into the pin. 1, 2, but a kick out. Taking more than that to keep down Ahmed. Wolf looks ready to go all night long, though. News alert for you, Wolf. This matchup ain't going to last another couple of minutes. Into the corner, he sends him. Ooh, Ahmed, though, caught with an elbow. Wolf with a little bit of a, overhead, belly to belly. But look at Wolf's hurt. Wolf's hurt, man. That took a lot out of him. That's no good sign for Josh Wolf. He's looking to end this one quickly. Nice combination. Ahmed unable to keep up. Meteora. Wolf's going to roll through as Ahmed looks to pick himself up here in the corner. Wolf keeping on top of him, but gets some of them boots to Ahmed. Tracks him down the middle of the ring. Nice reversal of the forearm smash attempt. Irish whip off the ropes, goes Lotus. Wolf, Ahmed. Double leg takedown. What power. What raw power from Ahmed. And Now it's Ahmed's turn. And when Ahmed swings, he does not miss. Kick to the gut. Double underhook, butterfly suplex. Such impact. Wolf trying to crawl to safety. There is no safety though, brother. And now it's time to break his back. Fuck his ass. Make him humble. Camel clutch locked in. Middle of the ring. Nowhere for Wolf to go. But Wolf escapes through the legs. Picks the ankles of Ahmed. Gets himself free, but immediately shut down with a kick to the gut. Knee to the midsection by Wolf. Back and forth here between these two. Pop up. Spreads them legs for an inverted atomic drop and splash combination. And no wasted motion from the Egyptian Destroyer. Looking for the bowling choke, but Wolf reverses in another cranium tracker. 1, 2. No. You thought. 2.999. Ahmed gets back to his feet, man. Brushes it off like dirt off his shoulder. Wolf, this might be his last chance and he knows it. Trying to do all he can to further wear down Ahmed. Big shot to the jaw, but Ahmed just eats it, man. Firing back. Chop for chop here. Toe to toe for a rite of passage. Gold medallion. They are swinging. Ahmed, big knife edge chop across the chest, and what a right hand. That's a soup bone, brother. 1, 2. Josh Wolf barely able to kick out of that one now. And look at Ahmed. Where do you think you're going? This one ain't over, brother. Stalking his prey. Ahmed looking for that pile driver. But Wolf reverses. Runs him down. Tanahashi clothesline. Drop kick to the side of the head, but Wolf is down too. What a match. Gets to his feet, does Josh Wolf. Can he act quick enough though? To the corner he goes. What's this from Josh Wolf? Wait a minute. Looking for me that single knee face breaker. But Ahmed with an elbow to the side of the head. Too much pantomime there. Belly to belly overhead. Big kick to the back. And now Wolf thinks he's slick. Thinks he's something here. Look at the disrespect. Ahmed ain't gonna take that. You're gonna pay for that, Josh Wolf. In the corner, he's got Ahmed though. They're gonna put him up top. Ahmed able to reverse. And now, repeated shoulder thrust to the gut. Making it hard for Wolf to breathe, but still he gets to his feet. Tracks him down the middle of the ring. Ahmed catches him, and again, locks him in. Camel clutch locked in. Wolf is trapped, nowhere to go, and Ahmed is heading to validation. Spoiler alert, you're looking at your next rite of passage champion. Up next here on Shockwave, episode 106, my friends, we've got some trios action coming our way. With still a whole lot to look forward to. We've got Sleepy Joe one-on-one with Women's World Champion Hakiko, the debut of Brody Anderson, and our main event, the Intercontinental Championship on the line, as Pink Star will challenge Tobias Jones. Ellie Quinn taking her time here. Grabbing herself a quick snack from catering on the way to the ring, I guess. If that's not the tale of Ellie Quinn, though, what's the proper word I'm looking for? Her disregard for anyone else's time. The only thing that matters to Ellie Quinn is Ellie Quinn and those closest to her. The Devil herself, joined by Chloe Marks and Taylor Wagner here for this trios matchup. And of course, we know one of the few confirmed matchups so far for Validation. In just a couple of weeks, we'll see Shay Hoxton and Ellie Quinn taking on Maggie Shaw and Xander Slate in a mixed tag team matchup. Again, Ellie Quinn last week here on Shockwave. And what was admittedly an impressive show of strength, hoisting Xander Slate up onto her shoulders and delivering that GTS of hers. But Ellie Quinn has got another thorn in her side. She's going to pull out right here tonight. And at the same time, perhaps soften up the Women's Tag Team Champions for her good friends, the Uncut Gems. We know that Uncut Gems will challenge Alice Blake and Sarah Miller for the Women's Tag Team Championship at Validation. It was Ellie Quinn who, alongside Ruby Rattel, last month lost the Women's Tag Team titles to Pat's LaFaves, as they call themselves. The hand-picked duo of Alice Blake and Sarah Miller. Ellie Quinn and the rest of the Killjoy Club have been doing all they can over the last few weeks to try and get the better of Blake and Miller, but have continuously been coming up short. Mark suffered that loss to Alice Blake one-on-one with Sarah Miller, and then Alice Blake we saw pick up a win against Ruby Rattel. Celestia, who made her return in the Women's Royal Rumble match at Mob Violence after being out for a few weeks following her loss to Maggie Shaw at the Showdown. But of course, a very close ally of Pat LaFave's. Only makes sense that she would lend a helping hand to Alice Blake and Sarah Miller here tonight. But undefeated have the Women's Tag Team Champions been since debuting here in CMV, winning the Women's Tag Team Championship, not only in tag team action, but in singles action as well, respectively. Again, we saw Blake knock off Ruby Rattel last week. Sarah Miller with a win over Chloe Marks. But now that Alexia Diamond has been cleared to return to action, will the Uncut Gems get their championship gold back? We find out in just a couple of weeks, live from Los Angeles, California, Validation. The first defense of Pat's LaFaves. And again, Ellie Quinn can be sure to do all she can to try and wear the champions down and give Uncut Gems any sort of advantage heading into that championship match. You know, Quinn feels responsible for losing the Women's Tag Team Championship. I think that's why she's been continuously sending the Killjoy Club at Pat's LaFaves, like throwing everything at them, hoping something sticks. Nothing has worked thus far, though. To throw the champions off their game. Momentum right now is certainly something that the Killjoy Club could use. A big win like this. Now we saw them, of course, suffer a loss last night on Octane, with Stevie Gabriel and Amelia Jones losing to Precious Pratt and Jasmine Crossings. Obviously, none of them coming out of Mob Violence victorious. They're heading towards validation. They could use a victory such as this. Sarah Miller, who I've talked about before, reminds me a lot of Ashley Rain. A small package that you wouldn't expect to deliver such power. But Miller might just be one of the more powerful women we've got in this division right now. Man, she's throwing people around that ring like ragdolls nonstop. Her and Alice Blake most certainly complement each other very well. We see Celestia and Ellie Quinn going to get things started here in this trios matchup here on Shockwave episode 106. And the Moonchild instantly laying Quinn out with a swinging brainbuster. Imagine! Only a 1 count though. No such stroke of luck for Celestia. As the arm now extended, double boot stomp by the Queen of the Hill, who of course challenged Beatrice Lotus at Ascendance 12 for the Women's World Championship. Let's not forget Ellie Quinn in possession of that Magnificent 8 contract that she can cash in anytime, anywhere that she wants for a Women's World Championship match. That makes her public enemy number 1 to many people, especially the champion, Hikiko. We saw Ellie Quinn last week attempt to cash in on Hikiko, but was stopped by Isabella Almas. If not for Almas, Ellie Quinn might be here tonight as a 3-time Women's World Champion. Celestia going to decide to backtrack here and make the tag to Alice Blake. Blake, who goes right after Chloe Marks, the prodigy, who a lot of people feel as though have kind of lost a significant amount of luster since joining the Killjoy Club. But remember, it's not her choice. Contractually obligated to be a part of the Killjoy Club, even though I think at this point she's kind of warmed up to the group. Ellie Quinn, I think, maybe just a smidge has warmed up to her. Super kick there by Alice Blake, who looks for a stop to follow through. Big drop kick by Taylor Wagner. A big gal in and of herself. She's tall though, like a Quinn Bell, tall and slender. Uses those long legs of hers expertly. Look at this. Great teamwork by the champions. And they're not finished. Alice Blake in a throw. Taylor Wagner right into Sarah Miller. 10 into the super kick. Woo! Mamma mia. Taylor Wagner seeing birdies right now. She's all sorts of in trouble here. And we'll yank it at them legs. Sarah Miller. From behind, German suplex. And now the tag. Gonna bring Celestia back in. Remember, this whole entire war really began with Celestia and Jay Young after they were unceremoniously removed from the Rulers of the Ring tournament in favor of Tailcoat Val's Audia. Amara Rivers and Isabella Almas, they started rallying the locker room to push back against Tailcoat Val. And then the dominoes fell. Shay Hoxton returned, aligned himself with Ellie Quinn, and now here we are, a war for CMV 21. Speaking of Shay Hoxton. Celestia back to work on Chloe Marks, trying to spin her around. Marks, though, stiff kick to the gut. And some more kicks. Throws her off to the side like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. The Moonchild from behind. Dropping Marks on her neck with that Tiger suplex. Giving you short, uncut gems watching this matchup closely. Alexia, whoa, Alice Blake looking to hop in. Decided against it though. Don't want to risk a disqualification here. Celestia stunting on him. Off that Meteor, now goes for the pin. Taylor Wagner rushing in to break it up before even a 1 count, though. Celestia get a mean mugger back out onto the apron. Look at that. clapping for her, saying, well done. Such great work. Celestia now up to the top. Ellie Quinn going to try to cut her off. Fails to do so, though. And a big double boot stop. Into the pin. And Celestia have it in the bag right here. Now that Quinn can stop it, and she does the count of 1. Back out on the apron goes Quinn now. Chloe Marks needs to make a tag, though. Oh! Not going to get the chance. Good night. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Chloe Marks showing off some serious resolve to kick out of that. And tries to get, whoa, what's Sarah? Okay, what? Oh, Sarah Miller. I thought it was Celestia caught in that submission. It was Celestia caught in that submission. I'm an idiot. Never mind. I was like, what the fuck was Sarah Miller doing? Don't mind me. I'm just here, you know, I just work here. I just work here and set Royal Rumble records. That's all I do. Celestia with the tag to Ellie Quinn. Celestia with the tag. Celestia with the tag to Alice Blake. Chloe Marks tags in Ellie Quinn. Forearm smash now with a kick connoisseur. Who does what she does best. Great combination. Now into the pin, but Marks will get back into the ring to make the save as Alice Blake tries to take a swipe at Taylor Wagner. No such luck. How about Chloe Marks? Ah, better luck. DDT off the apron. As Blake now gets back into the ring, Ellie Quinn waiting for her. Taking her down. She's got a hold of her arm right here and a stomp to the shoulder. Goes for the pin. Might that be enough? Only a 1 count, expectedly. Oh, but that knee right upside the head. Woo! Not going to do Alice Blake any favors. And now trapped. Okay. Whoa! Nice combo. A punch to the back of the head, followed up by a discus lariat right there. And now Wagner tagged in. Looking like she might not know where she is. Oh, a little standing. An elbow drop across the gut, sort of senton? I'm not sure. Either way, it goes for the pin, broken up by Celestia, though. Celestia going to pay for it, or not. Counters the Irish whip. Sends Wagner tumbling down to the outside. Alice Blake still the legal competitor here for her team. Wagner down on the outside. That gives Blake the time she needs to make the tag to Sarah Miller, who waits very patiently for Wagner to get back into the ring. Catches her with that enziguri. Miller quick to bring Wagner to her feet. Irish whip, and now it's Wagner that counters. Oh, that might have been... I think Alice Blake obviously trying to punch Taylor Wagner, but Wagner kind of threw Miller in the way. Blake just punched Miller right in the face. Major miscommunication here. Luckily, it looks like Miller's okay, though. Wasn't a knockout blow, thankfully. We know Blake possesses that power, so could have ended a lot horribly. Miller. What the fuck was that? It was like a fisherman's... I don't know. Nasty looking. Well, I know what this is. A little bit of a 5-knuckle shuffle for Sarah Miller. And why not again? Oh, that's why. Taylor Wagner with a kick to the top of the head. Oh, but didn't see that spinning back kick off the ropes. Rear end. And shows Celestia the goods. This is allowing Wagner to make the tag to Ellie Quinn, though. Lutez press, big right hands from the devil herself, Miss Magnificent 8. Just going to stare Miller down. If looks could kill, Ellie Quinn would be in prison. That's a matter of fact. As Miller gets dumped to the outside, right at the feet of Chloe Marks. Quinn going after Celestia, dumps her to the outside. Alice Blake too? No, Blake's going to fight back. Sarah Miller throws Marks into the ring. And Zaguri to Quinn. And a shot to Marks too. Takes it down with a crunchy says, how do you do to Wagner with a big hook to the jaw, but gets shoved back. Quinn, the legal woman for Killjoy Club. She's down on the outside right now, though. Twist of fate on the ropes. Marks is back up. Keeping Sarah Miller busy here. Quinn is still incapacitated. Finally starting to stir. This trios matchup here live on Shockwave, episode 106. Quinn making her way over to Miller. Irish whip, but Quinn counters. Should have walked right by Taylor Wagner. Pay her no mind. Count of 6, though. Gets back into the ring, this Quinn. Saying, hey, Miller, why don't you just take the count out loss if you know what's good for you? That ain't going to happen, though. Miller back into the ring. Quinn, I think, oh, right back to the outside. Miller going to keep herself busy here as Alice Blake looks to put hands on Ellie Quinn. Kicks out the knee. Blake with a backflip into a German. Miller taking out Wagner and Marks all by herself. As Blake, inverted sort of, I don't know. The movesets of Alice Blake and Sarah, this shit I've never seen before. Inverted like sidewalk slam? I don't know. It didn't feel good. Landed face first on the floor. I know that much. Celestia is legal now. Goes for the pin and almost gets it. 2.999. Blows it. I think Sarah Miller and Celestia might have a little something going on. Sarah Miller was showing her ass to Celestia earlier. Now Celestia blows a kiss to Miller. I think there might be some love in the air here. Hopefully Alice Blake doesn't get jealous. Into the pin. 1, 2. Still Ellie Quinn kicks out though. Celestia trying to rally the fans here and looking to stop Ellie Quinn making the tag. Big super kick from the Moonchild. Another pin. Wagner's worry breaks up the pin. Not even giving Celestia a 1 count, but Celestia stays focused. Irish whip sends Quinn into the corner. Last place she wants to be here. Ripping and tearing at that arm. Tries again. Ellie Quinn though escapes. She wants to get out of here. What is this from Quinn? Oh my God! Sort of modified pile driver. Miller, though, easy as can be, gets in to break that up. Oh, Ellie gets distracted by Blake. Miller's got to be careful not to get disqualified by the ref. Miller gonna get laid out with a pump handle slam. Ellie Quinn taking care of business here. Celestia is legal, though. Celestia is the legal competitor, and she's back to her feet. Ellie Quinn hurt. Fights back up though. Punch to the gut of Celestia. Can she make it past her to get the tag to either Marks or Wagner though? No! Stop with some kicks to the face. Miller finally gets out of the ring. Sorry, got my W delivery. Got to keep myself hydrated, especially during such a banger matchup like this. Celestia into the corner. Ellie Quinn needs to make a tag, man. Keeps getting herself trapped here in the corner, and now a tag to Alice Blake. Double Irish whip. Double shoulder tackle takes down the double herself. Wagner continuing to reach out her hand for a tag, but Ellie Quinn still too far away. Another combination from Alice Blake might finally be what puts Ellie Quinn down for good here in this matchup. Now another kick out by Miss Magnificent 8, but Blake might be looking to hammer that final nail into the coffin. She's got her caught. Caught with a crossface. Ellie Quinn's caught, and Quinn's got a tap. No choice but to tap out. Celestia, Alice Blake, and Sarah Miller Another huge win. I'd like to say it's surprising, but Killjoy Club, they've not been really doing all that well lately. Maybe Ellie Quinn needs to get out the kendo stick again, although she can't really blame anyone but herself this time. She's the one that tapped out. Well, even though we just saw Ellie Quinn tap out at the hands of Alice Blake in that trios matchup, let's not forget she is still in possession of that Magnificent 8 contract, which she tried to cash in last week here on Shockwave on that woman right there, the Women's World Champion Hakiko, who of course had defeated Isabella Almas. Ellie Quinn rushed the ring, was just about to cash in. It was maybe a couple of seconds away from being official when Isabella Almas pulled Quinn out of the ring and laid her out with a stiff right hook. That's the second time that Isabella Almas has thwarted an Ellie Quinn cash-in attempt. Now Hakiko, who's got a rough-looking couple of days ahead, not only taking on Sleepy Joe here tonight, but tomorrow night on Octane, set to go one-on-one with Deadeye Maggie Shaw. Tailcoat Val and the Arsenal obviously throwing everything at Hakiko here in an attempt to wear her down, because it has been made official, my friends, for validation. Isabella Almas gets her rematch for the Women's World Championship. She will challenge Hakiko in just a couple weeks live from Los Angeles. That's if Hakiko makes it to validation. Still the Women's World Champion with Ellie Quinn prowling around. Hakiko did pin Isabella Almas last week here on Shockwave, but we all know Isabella Almas had that very obvious rope break the ref did not see. Enough of a fucky finish to prompt this rematch at validation with the championship on the line this time. And it's not only Ellie Quinn that Hakiko has to worry about, because again, the Arsenal obviously doing everything that they can in their power to ensure that Hakiko does not make it to Los Angeles in one piece. Sleepy Joe up first. Have not seen her since the showdown where she and Skarzimas challenged Uncut Gems for the women's tag team titles. But remember, Sleepy Joe beat Beatrice Lotus one-on-one when she was Women's World Champion. Pinned Lotus twice. Also beat her in a tag team matchup. So here we go, non-title matchup. Sleepy Joe, obviously on a mission here to break Hakiko as much as she can ahead of the championship match at Validation. Sleepy Joe actually said just earlier today that Hakiko should enjoy where she's at right now, because this is the peak. This is as high as you make it. You're going to end up being one of the shortest reigning Women's World Champions of all time. That's a matter of fact. Europe uppercuts the back of the head by Hakiko as this one quickly spills to the outside. Hikiko, of course, won the Women's Royal Rumble match at Mob Violence to become Women's World Champion. Thrown! Reverse person again. Sleepy Joe's not out here to win. Obviously, a win would be huge for Joe, but she's out here to hurt Hikiko as much as she can. The win-loss in the end doesn't matter. And I'd say even so far to the first couple of minutes, Sleepy Joe's doing a good job as she throws Hikiko into the ring. Taking her time, though, being a little bit cheeky here, Sleepy Joe. Hikiko not going to fall for it, though. Very smart choice by the Women's World Champion. See how she reset the count, too? Ref's holding her back. Hikiko, ooh, caught with a kitchen sink. Sleepy Joe, who might be one of the most lethal strikers. Those hands of hers, man, should be registered weapons. And even just within the arsenal, considering Brett Angel, former pro boxer, is a part of the arsenal, I'd even still say Sleepy Joe is the absolute best striker the arsenal has at their disposal. Big knee right there by Hikiko into the pin. One! Only a one count, though. Hikiko gets to her feet. Sleepy Joe might be really going to sleep here tonight. Springboard savant kick. Or Sleepy Joe might have those two hands. Hikiko's got those kicks of hers, man, those feet. Super kick. But a kick to the side of the head by Joe. Gets herself back up and trying to mark her territory, as it were. Big clothesline. Joe going to that corner. That's the last thing Hikiko wants to allow. As you know, Joe is trying to set up that running forearm to the back of the head. That's what she put Beatrice Lotus to sleep with. And their one-on-one matchup. Ooh, thrown out towards the middle of the ring. Springboard close, European uppercut by Sleepy Joe. Like a lot of people sleep, no pun intended, on Joe. She's a former Women's World Champion, not in CMV, but in other companies. Joe is no joke. Look at these punches across the forehead now. Has firmly taken control, and uh-oh, now out of the corner. Looking for that forearm right to the back of the head. Hikiko is out. And now drag lifelessly away from the ropes. 1, 2, but a kick out, man. Those couple of seconds, few seconds, Sleepy Joe wasted, dragging Hikiko away from the ropes. Might be what allowed Hikiko to stay in the fight here. Tries for a stop. Hikiko, though, keeps trying to get back into the fight here, man. Around every corner, though, Joe's just waiting for him, puts her straight back down. Now some stabbing knees across the chest as Sleepy Joe kick to the gut. Hikiko takes it and fires back. Time to stand and bang here. Our tertiary main event. Shockwave episode 106. And they are swinging. Shot for shot. Neither backing down. Hikiko looks to get the better of Sleepy Joe. The Women's World Champion. Scooped up and dropped. Shuts that down real quick to Sleepy Joe, but wait. Hikiko back to her feet with the jawbreaker. Looks to close the distance, dodges the kick to the knee, and Hikiko. Ooh, the Emerald Explosion. 1, 2, but a kick out. Not done, though, is the Women's World Champion. You can see it in her eyes. That spinning back fist that put Almost to sleep last week. But still not done. To the top goes Hikiko. Double boot stomp to the gut. 1, 2. Joe kicks out. onslaught of offense there by Hikiko, and it ain't enough to keep Sleepy Joe down. Grabs that kick to Joe, turns it into a dragon screw. And that forearm. I think I saw one of Hikiko's teeth go flying to that fan's beer in the front row. Golly. Back into the ring. Hikiko's out of it. To the top goes Joe. Not a frequent sight. Elbow to the back. It's over right here, I think. This one's done. 1, 2, 3. Sleepy Joe looking up at the ref like, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, but to the corner. Calling for it again. That no! Hikiko seen it coming this time. The champ off the ropes with a big punch. A springboard punch. And now it's Hikiko's turn to go to the corner. Hikiko looking for a Kinshasa. Sleepy Joe put to sleep. 1, 2. But much like Sleepy Joe earlier, I think Hikiko might have wasted just too much time right there, making sure there wasn't going to be a rope break. But wait! The burning hammer! And that's got to do it. Middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Another obstacle. Hikiko jumps over here tonight. Taking Sleepy Joe's best shots and able to come back and secure the win. But that took a lot out of Hikiko, guys. And again, in just 24 hours, she has to meet Maggie Shaw one-on-one on Octane. What will Hikiko have left by the time we get to Validation? And time it now is, my friends, here on Shockwave, episode 106, our co-main event, before, of course, we cap off the night with that Intercontinental Championship showdown between Pink Star and Tobias Jones in a rival here on Shockwave. Brody Anderson makes his debut Bjorn Frost already in the ring, ready for this one, or is he truly? Is he really ready? That's the question. Bjorn Frost has already not had the greatest few weeks. Last time we saw him, he got put down by Xander Slayton. What was it, less than 60 seconds? I don't know that his luck is going to change here tonight. Looking across the ring at Shockwave's newest acquisition, Brody Anderson. But for Anderson, an opportunity for him to put down a former World Tag Team Champion in his debut. Sundan, bless you for the sub. Love you. So let's find out what Brody Anderson has to offer Shockwave as he makes his debut here against Bjorn Frost. Anderson looks like he's ready to blow out the gates, man. Murphy gonna ring the bell. We get this one on. Bjorn Frost running down Brody Anderson early on. Kick out there by Anderson. Bjorn Frost looks like he's going to take the early advantage here. Into a submission now. Able to escape, though, is Anderson by hammering away at the hamstrings. And a nice takedown into a hip toss. Tries for an Irish whip. Nicely reversed, though, by forward to the referee. That's not very nice. Sorry about that. Check, 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? May or may not have gotten another W delivery. Sorry about that. Momentary interruption. As we get back to it here, though, and Bjorn Frost still in control. Not the hottest start for Brody Anderson here in his debut on Shockwave. He drops to the outside again. Bjorn Frost might have had a rough few weeks, but this is a former World Tag Team Champion we're talking about. Not going to be any sort of pushover for Brody Anderson to use as a stepping stone. As we see Frost going to keep up the upper hand here at ringside with an elbow across the jaw of Anderson. Whatever he tried for there, though, jawbreaker. And now thrown back into the ring. Last thing Brody Anderson wants is to suffer. Oh, he's going to take a second to show off the gun show. I've got tickets. Put me in the front row, man. Maybe not the best time. Save it for before or after the match, perhaps? I don't know. Just some advice for the rookie, but what do I know? Oh, spear! Brody, oh, that's one way to turn things around. 1, 2. Very nearly over in an instant. Uh-oh. Bjorn Frost getting to his feet, but I don't think he's going to like what's coming his... Oh, no! Eyes in the back of his head. And takes Anderson down. Sharpshooter! Sharpshooter locked in! Anderson is right there. Can he just reach out? He's just got to reach out. Well, I think he might have gotten it. Bjorn Frost releases the hold. That sharpshooter has tapped out many a man. Brody Anderson, lucky that he was in that position. We're in the middle of the ring. This one might be over. Look at Anderson just tosses him off to the side. Trying to pick himself up in the corner. Brody keep it on him. But Frost, again, he's tricky. Scoops him up. Nice slam there by Frost. Brody Anderson, I got a feeling, is the kind of guy. Oh, I think he went for the sharpshooter again. Shut that shit down, did Brody Anderson. And now a pedigree! Ooh, but Anderson unable to immediately capitalize. Looks like it might have landed on his hip weird. I'm not sure. Or maybe the damage of that sharpshooter catching up to him. The lower back. But now, to his feet again. And blunt force trauma! My God, 1, 2, 2.999. Brody Anderson. We've got to be careful not to let his emotions get the better of him here in his debut. I mean, a little bit too much time complaining. Not enough time getting back to work. He's got Frost hurt, but with someone like Frost, you can't really afford to beat around the bush, play with him. You got to keep on top of him. Cranking that neck. And a kick to the back. Oh, sharpshooter! This time, not going to be near the ropes. Sharpshooter's locked in. A second. Whoa, Anderson, though, immediately escapes. I don't even think Frost had that necessarily fully locked in that time. Anderson, well done to avoid that. And a nice counter, maybe a belly-to-belly attempt. Breaks free, spins him around, but again, Frost with an elbow. Dragged into the corner. Forced to give the top turnbuckle a little bit of a smooch there. Gets himself out of the corner, tries for a clothesline. Nicely ducked by Frost, who now an Irish whip. Dropped down by Frost. Oh, what a kitchen sink. And a move like that not only could potentially crack a rib, sucks the air out of you, has you gasping like a fish out of water. That inverted atomic drop is not going to help Anderson. He's feeling it now as he rolls out onto the apron, attempting to recover. Big right hand. Oh, and dropped on that top rope, sent to the outside. A fall like that. Oh, you see Brody Anderson holding his neck, actually. I was going to say, a fall like that could do serious damage. Anderson might have suffered from some whiplash right there. That's why it's never a good idea to perform a maneuver like a suplex on the outside. It's going to hurt you as well. I don't know that it's necessarily worth it all in all. Whoa! Pile driver! Bjorn Frost was whipping out and now a sharpshooter again. Well, this won't win him the match. This ain't Falls Count Anywhere. Even if Brody Anderson taps, but this isn't Falls Count Anywhere. Maybe a visual victory for Bjorn Frost, but he's got to do it in the ring. Well, Frost, he's liking it. He's happy with himself. Were this Falls Count Anywhere, the match would be over. Okay, Frost. A little bit too much pomp and circumstance here. And here's why that was a mistake. A famouser. 1, 2, 3, and there you go. Brody Anderson arrives here on Shockwave. Frost dropped the ball in a major way there. He played with Brody Anderson, and we all just learned that's not a good idea. Bjorn Frost learned it firsthand. Great victory for Brody Anderson here in his Shockwave debut against the former World Tag Team Champion. And we have made it, my fine feathered friends, to our main event of the evening here on Shockwave, episode 106. A great night of action it has been. But now it's time to close out the show with a big-time rematch here for the Intercontinental Championship. It was Pink Star who, back in Attack in Australia, won the Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat match, defeating Tobias Jones and Marty Michaels. But Tobias Jones ended that reign within just a couple of days, dethroning Pink Star on the following episode of Shockwave. And this sent Pink Star into a rage. Already, the friendship between Pink Star and Tobias Jones was on thin ice. But after that, Pink Star, for lack of a better phrase, lost his shit. And understandably so. Only one of the shortest reigning Intercontinental Champions of all time will make you feel some type of way. And we saw him attack Tobias Jones after Jones had picked up a victory over Jalen McClain of the Jackals. And Pink Star even went so far as to use the Intercontinental Championship itself to almost take Tobias' head off. But of course, Jones got his payback last week on Shockwave after Pink Star's victory against Leon Gara. Used the Intercontinental Championship to Jones to catch Pink Star off guard and put him to sleep. And that leads us here to this rematch as Pink Star looks to become a two-time Intercontinental Champion. Tobias Jones, who really did all he could to maintain his friendship, or maybe friendship is too strong of a word, but respect that he and Pink Star shared for one another. Even after defeating Pink Star for the Intercontinental Championship, Tobias Jones, he wanted to show sportsmanship, offered that handshake. Remember what Pink Star did? Shoved him, knocked the Intercontinental Championship out of his hands. Pink Star wasn't interested in any of that. And Jones quickly realized, all right, Pink Star means business, I gotta mean business too. Make sure that you are strapped in. Two of the absolute greatest high flyers we got here, not just on Shockwave, in all of CMV right now. Try not to blink as much as you can, because one blink, man, you probably miss 10 moves from either one of these guys. Pink Star ready to go, ready to become a two-time Intercontinental Champion. Tobias Jones, meanwhile, not looking to join Pink Star as one of the shortest reigning Intercontinental Champions of all time. That's what it's all about, the Intercontinental Championship. No more respect. No more friendship. It's all about business between these two. And who deserves to be the Intercontinental Champion? So let's get it on. And Pink Star immediately into a backstab. That's what I'm talking about, brother. We can't even get 10 seconds of the damn match. Tobias fires right back at him with a springboard Pele kick and a calf kick. As Pink Star just gets right back up. Tobias, whoa, nice reversal of that head kick attempt. Pink Star now into a crossface, looks to slow things down straight out the gate, which is very unlike Pink Tobias Jones going to get out of it, though. with one well-placed punch. That's all it takes sometimes. Shots where they hand his Pink Star and a kick to the gut. I mean, at this point, these two get to know each other very well. Spiked with that poison Rana is Tobias Jones, as Pink Star keeps it up with an Irish whip. Off the ropes he goes. Tanahashi clothesline puts him down hard. And a stomp to the bicep to follow through as Pink Star, maybe thinking about going to the corner. Tobias Jones, though, rolls to the outside, but ain't gonna be safe from Pink Star out there. Double axe handle, okay. When it's Pink Star, man, you just expect him to do something breathtaking. When he pulls out the double axe handle, it might be a little bit disappointing. Well, Tobias Jones just threw a wrench in his gears right there with that slam on the apron. The hardest part of the ring. Not going to feel very good for Pink Star's back. As Jones, though, taking his time getting back into the ring. Referee keeping Pink Star at bay. We want a definitive winner here. Another Pele kick off the ropes from Jones, the defending champion here, with a forearm smash. And another Tanahashi clothesline of his own into the pin to retain the Intercontinental Championship. 1, 2, but a kick out. Pink Star tries to get right back to his feet. Blue Thunder Bomb, but reversed by Pink Star. Remember what I said, these two starting to know each other very well. And Pink Star knew that's what Jones would be going for. That Blue Thunder Bomb of his. I think Pink Star's been busted open, by the way. I can see through his eye hole some blood starting to leak out. That's just a dick move, man. And a knee to the face. Kick to the side of the head, though, in response to Tobias Jones. Catches a knee to the temple. Back in fourth gear. Like it's a reversal fest. 1999. And Pink Star getting some payback for that slam on the apron earlier. Smashing Jones' face off the side of the ring. Oh, but into the steel steps he goes. And remember, guys, as champion, Tobias Jones has the champion's advantage. Pink Star has to pin or submit Tobias Jones in the ring to win the Intercontinental Championship. He can't do it by countout or DQ. Running crossbody by Pink Star. Hooks the leg now. A new Intercontinental Champion to be crowned. No, kick out by Tobias. Pink Star gets to his feet. Jones looking to do the same. Pink Star waiting for him. Takes a step back for that Liger Bomb. He's got it in the bag. 1, 2, but a kick out. Right into a springboard Phoenix Splash attempt, but Jones somehow, with the reflexes to get out of the way, might be the only one who can go bar for bar with Pink Star. How about my bars right there? Kick to the chest. Pink Star trying to fire back, but Tobias has got him right now. Right where he wants him. Side headlock. Able to shake him off as Pink Star. But Tobias determined here. Nice escape by Pink Star with a spinning soul kick. Pushed back though. Tobias to his feet. Pink Star kept down with a kick to the shoulder, and now some more kicks to the face by the defending champion. Pink Star quickly escapes out of the ring. Great wherewithal by the former champion who spins Tobias around, takes him down. Wait a minute! Pink Star's got him! Jones is caught with a modified Fujiwara. An armbar there, but able to escape. And pulls him into the upside down! 1, 2, 2.999. Tobias don't stop though. With the upper hand, looks to keep it that way. Springboard splash by the champion. Pink Star's hurt. Tobias goes low. Bangarang! Time to spin, spin, spin. Win! No! Another close call for Tobias Jones, who looks to go to the top rope. Gotta be that corkscrew shooting star press! Yes, and he nails it! And still 1, 2, 3. Pink Star with another kick out as Tobias hits another springboard splash. Tobias Jones has only been pinned by one man here in CMV, and that is the man he is sharing the ring with here tonight, Tobias Jones. Tobias knows he can beat Pink Star, but what is it going to take here tonight, man? All his greatest hits, nothing's getting the job done. As Jones escapes to the outside for a breather, Pink Star not going to give it to him. Corkscrew to the outside. Splash going to smash Tobias Jones. And now some power with a gut-wrench shit-out powerbomb on the floor by Pink Star. And another one. Tossing that boy around like pizza dough. Sends him back into the ring now. Pink Star, cold, calculated here tonight. Not as flashy as he typically is. Well, then goes and hits a springboard moonsault to prove me wrong. But we've seen it throughout this matchup. He's not been taking as many risks as maybe he usually does. He doesn't want to allow Tobias Jones to catch him. Oh, bully choke! The bully choke here locked in. Pink Star really switching up his game to try and catch Tobias Jones off guard. First that Fujiwara armbar he had earlier, now that choke. To the top, oh look at this positioning. Shooting Star press, 1, 2. My word, what is it gonna take from either one of these men? Another springboard moonsault, but Jones again able to get out of the way. As he looks to now spin Pink Star around. Blue Thunder Bomb! Finally hits it, but that ain't enough. Gonna make sure the job's done. The cliffhanger DDT. Uno, dos, tres, and still the Intercontinental Champion Tobias Jones has done it again. What a... Wait a minute, though. Pink Star has grabbed the Intercontinental Championship. He's going to attack Jones again. Not it. But wait a minute. Tobias and Pink Star face to face. Was Pink Star going to attack him? Pink Star gives Tobias the championship. And now Tobias offers a handshake like he did a few weeks ago. And this time, Pink Star will accept it. What a match between these two, but Pink Star letting him know this ain't over yet. You got me again, but don't think I'm backing down anytime soon. Pink Star still wants the Intercontinental Championship, but at least here tonight, Tobias Jones still the champ. And you love to see some sportsmanship. As Pink Star, he had the chance to attack Tobias Jones again. He chose not to, and instead shook hands. Looks like Tobias Jones has once again earned Pink Star's respect.
Safe, cause I'm never ever gonna play it safe. High smoothie the way that I get to the safe.